Hello, collective. Welcome back to my channel. This is endingTheres, back with another general reading. If you're new to my channel, welcome. To those of you that have liked, shared, and subscribed, hugs and kisses to you. Hopefully, you all are doing extremely well. Any sign could be significant. This is a collective read, so take what resonates, leave the rest. All right, this could be past, present, or future energy. This could be clarity and validation for others, but only take what resonates. All right. This could, be something going on with you, a past person, people around you, people around them. So, all right, tell you what resonate. Energy can come from a lot of different things. All right, it could be regarding, you, people around you, whether you cut them off, people unknown, unbeknownst to you, your past persons, whether they lovers, friends, family members, co-workers, classmates, whatever. Okay, and people around them. So whatever may not resonate with you, it may resonate on the end of someone in your energy or whoever's on your mind and what they got going on. All right, so do keep that in mind. But the cards that I have out so far, it's like two different things going on here. Okay. In a lover situation, there's somebody that wants to reconcile. Yes is out here. First, middle, last, initial, end could be of significance as well, but someone wants to reconcile. They could be possibly relocating. You may be looking at doing that. You may be coming from a Five of Pentacles, when it comes to work, your money. May have been at the bottom of the wheel at one time in the past, or coming out of something with the Six of Swords out here. But it's two different things going on in the energy collective. Okay, so this may be regarding a particular person, or just whatever resonates with you when it comes to something going on with the person on your mind and what's going on with you. Okay, so this could be past or present. Could be something already going on or already has passed or is coming to light for you. Okay, with the Ace of Swords. But this yes is out here. The first, middle, last, initial, end. The next card is your thoughts are too focused on material things. Spiritually, raise your thoughts, your vibration. All right. And the next card is trying to stop or block you from manifesting happiness without them. So for some of you, it's in reverse. All right. So somebody may have, did something like that in the past. They may have, thought about that, or there may have been something that was suggested, or, they were in despair about Nine of Swords when it came to them possibly not being able to communicate something to you or not being able to have any contact with you. So this is somebody you're in separation from. But and this don't have to be a masculine either. It could be because we got the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck in reverse in the tarot. So this could be, someone in a masculine energy just because someone is in despair. Okay, they going through a mental breakdown, what seems like, you know what I'm saying? But this is somebody that is very jealous, very envious, but also, in a lot of despair too. Because this is somebody that don't, follow the rules. They don't do anything, by the rules. They're gonna step outside of whatever they got to get something done. They're gonna cut some corners. They're gonna do whatever they got to do to get what they want. You know what I'm saying? So they could be a gold digger. At the top of the deck, you got leaving something behind for you to find, and at the bottom of the makeshift deck is saying having a mental breakdown. Okay, so somebody may leave something behind. Let's just say you go to, let's just say a past person, come back around. Boom, they decide they like, hey, can I take you out on a date? Can we go sit somewhere, talk, have some drinks, have get a cup of coffee, whatever. When you get in this person's car, just using that as an example, okay? This person is thinking about leaving something behind for you to find, or this is something they did, and maybe you six of swords a connection with this person. You may have ghosted them. You may have just silently decided you're gonna walk away from this person and ended things with them, in silence, and just, stop reaching out to this person. Maybe you even told them, hey, I don't think this is gonna work out, or you go here, do your thing, or I don't know what this is, whatever the case may be. I have you ended things with a person for y'all to be in separation. All right. But it's given like somebody wanting to leave something behind. Okay. They, because that's what it's saying, leave something behind for you to find. Somebody wants to leave something behind for you to find it. So whatever this person is, a past person is walking away from, or whoever they was, last involved with, is not wanting to let go. Okay. And it could possibly, be stalking this person, or just trying to, be a block for them, because that card is out here saying trying to stop or block you from manifesting happiness without them. So this don't have to necessarily, be you and a past person doing this to you, but it's something that's is going on with somebody in your energy, man or woman. So if it's a masculine, there's a feminine, that Queen of Wands in reverse, that is walking away from ending things with, and they don't like the fact that this person, is moving on to calmer water. Six of Swords. Ace of Swords is out here clarifying the Six of Swords. The Ace of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune came out in reverse. But the Ace of Swords is in the upright. All right. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Somebody could be involved with a fire sign, or an air sign can have fire in their chart. Okay. Or you could be a cusp. Take it how it resonates. But I feel like somebody, maybe at one time, when it comes to thinking of, about material things, it may have wondered like what you're gonna do, how things are gonna be, where am I, how am I gonna be able to do this or do that. But there's some opportunities coming here with this Ace of Swords, from a time where, you may have been at the bottom of the wheel, you may have been having some bad luck, or this is like some unwelcome change, you know what I'm saying, that's going on that somebody is not comfortable with. And it may be, a moment where you may be uncomfortable with something, or something was not in alignment, with you at the time. Maybe you were going through some things, or maybe you concerned with moving, if you want to relocate, if you having to move on to common wards, like somebody leaving a person in a house or something like that, and like, okay, so what I'm gonna do, like how I'm gonna, where I'm gonna go. It's like that. And it may be, material thinking, like, okay, if I get this money, I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get that, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna spend it, and it's material things. And I feel like the Most High with the Ace of Swords out here is wanting you to raise your vibration. Don't think materialistically, even if it's about a past person. Like, oh, well, they ain't got this and they ain't got that, and they, their page and they did this like that. Don't think materialistically, because I feel like a past person did the same thing and they got it wrong with you. And the universe is, wanting to show you, some signs, or giving you that clarity, like, don't do what they did. Don't go that route. Okay. So if you got the Six of Swords out here, so you may be leaving some, things behind. You may have to leave some things behind, or moving on to calmer waters, just letting something go could, have given you some sign of relief. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like when it comes to what you manifesting, or what somebody in your energy that's wanting to reconcile, that's wanting to manifest, it's like something may be keeping a person stuck, and it's like self-sabotage, even because of something that may have happened in the past, or maybe, something is a reminder, and it's like, oh, I don't want to go through that again, right? But I feel like it's somebody, that a past person is walking away from, or has some involvement with, because I feel like either this is your past person's set up right here with something they got going on, but because they in your energy, you know what I'm saying, it's coming out, in the read the way it is. Why is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse? Yeah, the Ten of Cups in reverse. See, there's some, problem, some dispute, or some unhealthy family dynamic, like on the home front. Like somebody gonna have to move out, and maybe they were sticking it out, or waiting for something, to come through, or waiting for something to change, a status, or the income, status, something to change so they can make that move. And I feel like, thinking about something materialistically is not going to make it come any faster, or thinking about how something was in the past and feeling like that's going to happen all over again. And it's not. I feel like somebody is, questioning, them moving on, or this is somebody moving on from that's feeling like this. All right. But you got the Ten of Cups that came out in reverse. So this is like, something just unhealthy. It's not, it's a broken family. It's like domestic conflict, it could be, just the pressure of the separation itself. And I honestly feel like it's a connection ending. It's a cycle ending, whether it's a marriage, whether it's some type of commitment, somebody gave another person, but somebody's ending that. Okay. And they may, or, when it comes to this person wanting to reconcile or wanting you to say yes, because yes is out here. And to clarify that, I was wanting to know what the situation was regarding this yes. And the card says come together. Then at the bottom it says reconciliation, spiritual union, soul contract. So for some of you or somebody in particular, this is a soulmate, you know, and it don't have to be a lover all the time. It could be, somebody that is part of your soul tribe. Okay. But they, somebody wants to come together with you and they hoping you say yes, to, working something out or being able to, be in this spiritual union with you. But I feel like this person is clearing a lot of things out of their energy, clearing a lot of things off their path. And I feel like, this is something the divine wants you to keep in mind is if this person was in a materialistic mindset when they went and got in this connection or something this connection was all about with this Queen of Wands that was like a gold digger, jealous, you know what I'm saying? Very insecure, but this is somebody very demanding. All right. They want their way. They want their way. You know what I'm saying? They want to be the one to call the shots. They want to be a boss. You know what I'm saying? But you got the Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck in reverse and the Page of Cups. So somebody, is at the time, did not know where something would go. It's that fear of the unknown. Like, okay, what if I go this way and that person don't really want this? Or what if I go this route and this person, you know, run out? You know what I'm saying? What if they, run amok in my face? You know what I'm saying? In my energy, or I make the wrong choices. Like somebody was, indecisive, even. Yeah. And I feel like somebody may have counseled, some things that they, may have, wanted to do, or places they wanted to, things they wanted to do as far as them making decisions on making a sound decision on something. And I feel like this person may have, held back and counseled a lot of things, like made plans but counseled them, or didn't follow through, with it. And it may have been, them leaving. Let's just say this person want to leave and they want, to meet you with the offer you gave them or what you were open to. So if you were open to living with this person or y'all possibly taking something to the next level, like actually going to some type of commitment and possibly even living together just because maybe you and this person was at a distance. Don't have to be, or maybe this person was thinking about relocating, and you and them, being together probably wouldn't have been an option, especially if this person, was thinking about relocating out of the state. If you met this person in state, they may have, been thinking about moving because they just want to change their location. They want to, get out of this area, this state, away from this person so they can just start fresh, is what I'm getting. And I feel like at a time when you met this person, you may have got off to a false start, even though it was hot and heated for some of you or somebody in particular. But I feel like somebody gonna meet another person with an offer that they had when you were involved with this person. They're gonna meet you with that. That's how you gonna know if this reading resonates with you. Because I'm being compelled to say that, like something you wanted with this person, whether you told them or just something like you wanted to do, whether you want to, get a place, you may have, envision that or saying, we should get a, think about doing that or what do you think about that, whatever. But they may not have moved from where they were because, they may not have known, if they relocated or if you still wanted that. So they may have settled, they may have stayed where they were, in a bad situation, just, trying to decide what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? What's the, if it's cheaper to keep her, if it's, if this is the better route or something like that. But somebody is feeling unlucky, like, something, some unwelcoming changes, may have happened in this family dynamic that may have caused somebody to, procrastinate. I ain't gonna even say procrastinate, like time wasted, I don't even want to say that. Like somebody was trying to get something done or see something clearly, but somebody see it now with the Ace of Swords. They like something somebody was not, seeing clearly, being where they were. And I feel like divine intervention had to happen for somebody to put some heat up under somebody's ass. You know what I'm saying? Like get your ass out of this connection. You know what I'm saying? As I feel like somebody's spirit team, the Most High is like, listen, we're gonna give you the scoop. And after we give you this scoop, this clarity, get your it's out the way. You know what I'm saying? Get out of this. Whether this is you or somebody in your energy, but this is the beginning of some conflict too. Because whatever these unwelcoming changes is that's going on with somebody, like it's gonna cause some conflict because somebody's already low key, you know what I'm saying, throwing shade, like trying to stop or block you from manifesting happiness with them, without them. Clarify, who is this trying to stop and block happiness? Got the Hermit with the Emperor in reverse at the bottom of the deck. And it's in reverse because somebody was at the time in a low vibrational place, like somebody was desperate, like I said, in despair. So for some of you, it was an Emperor in reverse. Yeah. And this is, the justice is right behind this Emperor in reverse. So this is somebody, that is seeing the error in their ways, but it's like they had to get to a point of having this spiritual development, like a spiritual awakening. You know what I'm saying? With this Ace of Swords out here. But I feel like somebody is like surrendering to whatever it is that they don't know. Like, how somebody will say, man, I tried everything, only thing I can do now is just try God. And I feel like that's what somebody is doing. Because I feel like any other way they may have tried to, combat, something between you and them and a third party, they went about it the way they did with this third party. That's why this Ten of Cups is in reverse. If they thought they was gonna get a Ten of Cups with this person, they wasn't. Not the way they were going, like the route they were going. No, this person needed to get away from the person they was with in order to get the Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, and you know what I'm saying. They would have had to close out a cycle, and I feel like somebody realizing now they was indecisive because they put themselves in a situation where they were settling because of them not wanting to take that leap of faith because it felt uncomfortable with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And faith does that. It makes you feel uncomfortable. It's going to take you out of your comfort zone every time. So if you don't want to be, you don't like being uncomfortable, get rid of your faith. Just put it off to the side. You ain't going to need it. Because faith is going to make you uncomfortable. It's going to take you out of what you used to every time. If you want it that bad, you don't have to go after. You're gonna have to show the Most High that that's what you really want, because it's gonna come with some work. It's gonna come with its challenges to see if you're worthy of wanting what you're asking for. It's like, how your parents will say, I ain't gonna get you them shoes if you ain't gonna take care of. I ain't gonna let you get that puppy if you ain't gonna be watching it. I ain't gonna let you get this. It's like that. I'm not gonna give you this if I see that you don't know how to appreciate this by the way you take care of it, by the way you prepare for it. That's what I'm getting. What's the Hangman? Clarify Hangman. trying to block you. Somebody, you for one, you too high vibrational for this to be about you. But even if it is, I feel like it's something that can't be done. It's something that can't be done because your vibration is too high. So if somebody low vibrational is trying to stop and block you from manifesting without them, they're gonna have to get their damn vibration up for that to even be effective. And even then, this is a spiritual contract. So the only thing either one of y'all got to do is the work. That's it. Take accountability, do the work, put the time in, clock in, do the work. So we can see that you for real. I'm getting that song by Amir called For Real. I can tell you are for real. That song could be of significance too. Because I feel like somebody now knows you for real. Like they know whatever it is that you was on at a time or whatever your mindset was geared toward, whatever your intentions, your goals were with them, somebody know you for real. They know between you and this Queen of Wands, somebody know who for real and who ain't. Like who the real deal. You know what I'm saying? What's the hangman? Trying to stop and block you from manifesting without them. Yeah, 3 of Cups in reverse with the 5 of Pentacles. I'm telling you, somebody want to come out the damn cold. Like somebody's, possibly, dealing with isolation because of the fact that they may be, scared of having, they may have lost a job, they may be in between jobs, they may be having to live with somebody. Um, yeah, somebody is going through what you went through. Like if somebody left you out in the cold for somebody else, like this is their time. It's on them now. Like something is going on with them now. 3 of Cups in reverse, clarifying this hangman. Like somebody now, is seeing the deception and betrayal in what they did and how something looks to you. You know what I'm saying? How something looks to your spirit team, to the Most High. So now somebody seeing, how they let, a third party, cloud their judgment. It's like three is a crowd. So, like I say, when people, are messing around with somebody and don't want to tell the other person, hey, I was involved with somebody, even if you ain't married, it's like somebody may have kept, something to themselves to see if it was worth mentioning. Okay. Like if this person was already involved, they didn't tell you they were, they just, came off like they were single, but somebody's single now, for sure. Because at the bottom of this situations deck, you got for this this coming together that came out, but on the bottom of the deck, you got happiness, wholeness, overjoyed, smiling. You got soul right behind that, which is moving, physical, whether it's, somebody moving, whether it's physically or they relocating, when it comes to a change. Like somebody could be relocating, from one state to the next one, somewhere else in another city of the state. But it's somebody, somebody sold, they could have sold a home or be selling one. But it's like somebody is relocating. This is a move. Even if they moving out with the 10 of Cups in reverse, like because his house, got some keys to it. So somebody could have sold a home or they bought a home because somebody's moving, like physically moving, or they, just relocating, change the scenery. But right behind that is crushed, sad, broken, feeling alone, and single. Current status available. So like I'm saying, if this person was involved in some type of, toxic, unbalanced, unhealthy family dynamic or whatever, like this person that's the thing that had them at the bottom of the wheel with this person. If somebody moved, yeah, if somebody chose somebody else over you, they wasn't having the best of luck when you, 6 of Swords something and moved on to calmer waters. But it's really about, and this person could have did it for material gain or something. Don't have to be, but I feel like if you, relocating, if you manifesting, a move, relocating or something, don't think materialistically. Raise your vibration, get out of there, because I feel like whatever you have been through, you ain't going through it no more. Don't have that poverty mindset is what I'm hearing. Like don't go back to living in that survival mode like you once did. All right. Because somebody now is realizing, the betrayal, what I'm saying, of how something was possibly when you was, going through something, what I'm saying. But whatever you manifesting now, somebody don't want, they know they can't do this because they gonna have to raise their vibration. But you got the Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck with the Death and the Moon. Yeah, somebody want to come in out of the cold. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like somebody left somebody. It's like somebody realized they left the wrong person. Like I left the wrong person. Like that's my person. Like damn. Clarify the Three of Cups in reverse. I heard it. Telling you, this is somebody they self-reflecting. This is somebody looking within, and they see why they didn't get this victory with you. You know what I'm saying? And if they don't get it, they understand why they didn't get it. Aries, Leo, Sag with the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck in reverse. Like somebody feel like like a fall from grace. You know what I'm saying? Like even if it's your grace, they feel like they feel short. We all fall short, but I feel like somebody realize now that doing this is not how you win. This is not how you get there. It's gonna take them thinking from their higher self, like them finding better solutions for things. I ain't got the temperance yet, but this hangman is giving, the fact that somebody knows they, gonna have to surrender, find a new perspective, especially when it comes to, they sacrifice for their higher self, like things you're gonna have to let go of, things you're willing to walk away from, Six of Swords, to get here. And that means this person is gonna have to rid people off their path, out of their life that just don't support, what they're going toward. And with this hermit, it's giving, not only surrender but enlightenment, spiritual, growth, receiving guidance. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to them, making sure they're going in the right direction, making sure they're doing something the right way. What did I? It's like somebody saying, "What did I miss? What am I not seeing?" Yeah, somebody knows now. They feel like doing this is what. Because I feel like somebody knows, where they going. It's gonna be a Ten of Pentacles, and somebody, don't want to be at the bottom of the wheel. But I feel like it's somebody in your person's energy too that's pulling on their energy. Clarify this coming together. Give me something on this coming together. Somebody gonna want to leave something behind in this home or in somebody's car. Clarify coming together. Yeah, the Temperance. Yeah, something is gonna be balanced. It's gonna take both of you to be patient. Take this person to be patient. With the Temperance out here, Aries, Leo, Sag, could be a Sag. But you got the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck now. So yeah, with the Three of Wands, Three of Swords in reverse to the Seven of Wands. Yeah. So somebody now, knows they gotta set boundaries. They're gonna have to. This is somebody that has a lot of mental clarity now. All right, they're coming in with it. They're coming in with it. Like somebody knows, they coming in with some type of justice, some truth to something. Being honest. They know they gotta come with it. And I feel like this person capable of doing it, but I feel like they were this person, they was just King of Swords with the wrong person. Mm-hmm. This person wants some type of forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? They want to release, this pain, that they may have caused you. They want to get past that. They want to get past, the baggage that they had, emotional, heartbreak, that they may have experienced before you, that may have made them indecisive or confused them on, what to do or how to see something. Yeah, because they see you got your guard up. And this person, I feel like somebody knows that's why you being guarded, why you defensive toward them. But it's, with temperance out here, like I said, I didn't get it before with the hangman, but I got it now. This is some, they want to cooperate, not just with you, but with the universe. This is somebody cooperating with the universe now. And somebody knows in order to be with you, they're going to have to be one with the universe because this is a soul contract. Hmm. You got air out here, water, and fire, but you got, more air out here and water. Mm. What's the overall outcome in this situation? What's the overall outcome in the situation? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. Page of Swords in reverse with the Nine of Swords. Why the Page of Swords in reverse with the Nine of Swords? Why the Page of Swords in reverse with the Nine of Swords? Overall outcome. Mm. Okay, so you got somebody gossiping, in their head, scatterbrained, somebody, having a mental breakdown over this Two of Cups in reverse. Um, Possibly, with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, could be with a Cancer with the Two of Cups in reverse. But somebody in their head, like somebody, talking shit about somebody, playing mind games, you know, um, trying to keep, a person. And I feel like this is what's going on with somebody because they were trying to stop and block something, with either you or a person that's walking away from somebody coming towards you. This might be their story, a past person for you, or this is a person coming towards you past, their situation. Okay. So if this is somebody new, this is something going on that they may share with you once you guys connect, or just in conversation, or this is something going on with a past person when it comes to them closing out this cycle that you in this spiritual contract with. Because I feel like somebody, is asking questions. They could be just making shit up, you know what I'm saying, and feeling scatterbrained. This is somebody that their thoughts is all over the place. Somebody could, be talking shit about another person because of what they do or where they feel like this person coming towards you might go, what they might go through when they get over here with you or something like that. Especially if they know this person is cut off from you, is not talking to them. If they know you're not talking to them, they rubbing it in this person's face. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what this person does. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of tension between them. A lot of it. You know what I'm saying? Over this breakup, and you and this person could have had some disagreements. As well. Could have had, an unstable, some disharmony between you and them. But I feel like it's because this person had a third party that kind of made things a lot more chaotic with this devil at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, and the Knight of Swords in reverse with the Judgment in reverse. Somebody know they got some. They know they got some baggage. Somebody know they got some materialistic views about things. So this materialistic stuff, I feel like a past person was dealing with this, and probably even a third party. That's probably the thing that had them familiar with each other, right? But this person knows they got feel like they stuck or in a situation with somebody or having to settle with this person or just feeling this restricted, like they got limitations, like I can do this, but I can do something for you, but I can't do as much as I would like to do. It's like that. I can, we can do this, but I can't stay out too late. Because this person gonna be looking. It's like that. It's like somebody knows they got in a connection with somebody based on, maybe some familiarity, some toxicity that they share, some trauma bonding, even. But it's like somebody missed the opportunity because they were unfocused. You know what I'm saying? They were not operating out of their heart chakra at all. This is somebody that was, just going with the motions of something to see what they can get out of it. And now this person, is feeling down, like somebody feels, or that this is why somebody felt indecisive. You know what I'm saying? Not wanting to face reality, like face something head on. And I feel like they could feel like they're, trying to keep from doing that is only going to keep them, keep you away from this person. Like you're not going to be available to this person. Like the universe is not going to make something easy for somebody to come towards you at all. If they walking on eggshells and they ain't made it to you yet, it's for a reason. Clarify the temperance. Yeah. You got the King of Cups in reverse with the Two of Swords. Yeah. And see, this person, right now, with what they got going on with the temperance out here, like somebody's having to cooperate with the universe, or they willing to, or they know you do. And so this person, is in their head about, making a decision because I feel like somebody is trying to keep something hidden, or they trying to, keep this person, confused as to, coming to a crossroads about something. Like somebody, could be trying to hide, some truth, or trying to keep something, from keeping somebody from making some difficult choices, or like, making them. And I feel like somebody was manipulated into what would happen if they walked away from this person, and not knowing what would happen with their finances or their living situation would be like. Somebody stayed and it got worse. Okay. But it's like somebody is constantly, being reminded that because they did that, that's nobody's fault but their own. You know what I'm saying? And this is somebody that knows you look at them as somebody as untrustworthy. Okay. So, I mean, at the time, this person's third eye was blocked because they were operating out of their ego, their pride, But this is, them just being manipulative. And that's, why they ended up, in this situation with you, but they hoping you say yes, because this person had you in a third party, like something being stuck in the middle. Like dealing with one situation got in the way of them being clear on what they wanted with you, and actually if they could even have it. Got the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck now. Aquarius energy with the Hierophant, with the Eight of Cups to the seven. Yeah. So somebody want to come in and confess. You know what I'm saying? There's some truth being revealed, turning over a new leaf. You got the Hangman out here as well. You got the Hermit out here. So yeah, somebody definitely is, taking a new path. You know what I'm saying? They're going, in a different direction. But it's after a time where somebody is having a mental breakdown. Like somebody is literally not taking this breakup that they got going on at all. This family dynamic, even this person's family or whoever they were involved with, that person's family is, yeah, they all, kind of giving this person hell, because of their decision, and they want to keep this person in their head too. But I feel like somebody, knows that, by them believing what somebody said, or letting other, another, a Queen of Wands get in their head and say this and get them different false narratives and shit without them already taking a leap of faith to go see for themselves. This person realized now, they losing a lot. They lost a lot of sleep, or they caused you to do it. Nine of Swords. But they know that's, the thing, that's the straw that broke the camel's back. That's the reason why they know they created, some disharmony that causes separation. They know they did, what I'm saying? But they want to come in, possibly, work something out with you, and it's gonna be some confession, it's gonna be some truth telling. Some truth is gonna be revealed. Just read between the lines. And I feel like somebody, knows that they gave you no other choice but to walk away. All right. And I feel like with this hierophant right behind this Seven of Swords, somebody being guided to do this. I don't know if somebody is, getting some advice with the Hermit, from somebody, to come clean, just lay it all out there and let the chips fall where they may out here. All right, so I'm gonna end it here, collective. Hopefully the message resonates with you and or it's helpful. Until next time, you guys, make sure you hit the like, the share, and the way out. I love you. Bye.